Hello. So in this video, I would like to discuss regarding the data structures which are available in Python, and I will start with the tuple. So what is tuple? Tuple is the immutable fixed length object. And what we mean by immutables means once we define the tuple, we cannot change the element in it, right? So to do that, we use the brackets, normal brackets. In this case, tup we are keeping three elements 3, 54, and 3, and if you run it, so that's the tuple. And likewise, it you particularly don't have, if you don't put the bracket, then still it is going to give us the result as the tuple. In this case, a equals to 3, 45, 5, and the result is a tuple. You can also build the tuple using the keyword tuple. So in this case, the string is the elements which we are putting in tuples, right? And if you run it, you will get the each element as the new, each word as the new element in the tuple. Tuple is iterable, means we can access each element of the tuple. So in this case, if we are putting, give me the third element, so it's a zero index, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we should get I, right? We can, it is iterable, we can access each value. So in this case, in the top, we are iterating our top, so each value will be printed string like that. We can concatenate tuple with with another tuple, right? And it will result in this string plus 356 61 as the new element. You can do the unpacking of the tuple. So what do you mean by unpacking? Means each, if you assign, in this case, there are three elements in the tuple, right? And we are assigning three additional new variables. So each value, so what the value of A is going to be 2, and B is going to be 4, and C is going to be 5. So if you run it, A should give the 2. Swapping in Python is pretty easy as compared to other languages. So in this case, A, B, we are assigning, we are just swapping the values of A to B and B to A. So earlier it was 2, 4, now it is 4, 2. Sequence. So sequence is again, it's contain three tuples and each tuple has three elements in it, and we can unpack this means A, B, C. So the first element will come here 1, 2, 3, and it will assign value of A equals to 1, B equals to 2, C equals to 3, like this. This is an again the interesting part. So let's say you have a list which contain many elements and you are interested in the first. You have two variables A and B which will take the first and the second value of the list, and the rest you want to keep as the in some additional in new variable, like in this case the underscore. So what will happen, A will assign to 2, B will assign to 4, and the rest struck rest, whatever you, underscore is 1, you can put any value, and the rest will be 5, 21, 1, 1. So if I run this, so this the A got assigned to 2, B to 4, and the rest are to underscore. The methods in the tuple are very limited, only there are two, the count and index. So in this, if you want to count how many ones are there, so in this case 2, so we should get answer 2, right? Index, what is the index? 5 is uh, what, at what index the 5 element is, right? It's on the 2, 0, 1, 2. So let's move to the next one, the list, very important and heavily used in the Python. So list is the again contain multiple element, is a mutable. You means you can change the element in the list, right? So we are creating a list of 1, 4, 7, and none here. You can, what you can do, you can convert tuple into the list by putting the list as the into the list function, right? And this will give you the strng in the list format. Earlier we have converted into tuple, right? The same thing. Now let's do some operation, adding and removing element, adding and adding. So use append and insert. Append, you will just append at the end. Insert, you specify the location where you want to add. Remove, you pop, so it will pop the first element, and the remove, it will remove by specifying the location. So it's, I just append 0, so it will give 145. 0 is added at the end, right? I want to insert 10 at the 2 means here, right? So let's do that. So 5 got shifted and 10 got adjusted between 4 and 5. So let's do the pop. So pop, so 1 got, first element got removed, and we want to remove 5. So the fifth element got removed here, right? And the list is now 4, 10, none, 0. You can also check whether the particular element is present in the list or not by using in keyword. So 0 in list, yes, it will return true. 100 in list, no, it will false. 10, 100 not in list, we are just negating it. That's mean true, right? You can concatenate a list with another list by using the plus keyword, and also there is a function called extend. So I will show you both. So here we have appended 4, 5 this additional list to the existing list. Now the next part is the, we have appended 3, 4, 34 using the extend function. This is more preferable due to, because of the resource expensive. The plus sign is very more expensive operation as compared to the append, because it takes, create a copy and then append it. Next is the remove. So let's remove none, right? And we can also sort using the sort function. Slicing is again very interesting. So if you, this is a list and I want to only see the this part, right? Start with 2, 4, 7, 7, 3. So how do you know how many element is going to return? So what you can do, just take this minus this, means stop minus start. So in this case, we are returning 3 elements. Most important data structure I would say in the Python is dictionary, and it is again it's mutable. The only difference is start with the curly braces. It's a key and value relationship in the dictionary, means there is a key, and key has values which can be a list, which can be additional dictionary, which can be a tuple, anything. Right? Let's create an empty dictionary like this. So we use the early braces to create the dictionary. Next is, let's create a dictionary D1 where A is, here is the key, and this is the value is the list. B is the key, and 3, 4 is tuple is the value. So let's run this. Right, this is how comma separated and key value pair is there. So how do we insert? So this is the key and this is the value. So it should append at the end, right? And we can again, like the list, you can check whether the this key is present in D1, 3 is present in D1, true, 4 is present in D1, false. D1C equals to this, right? We are just adding that one more. Let's add one dummy value. We have a good list. And now how do we delete the values from the list? So what you can do, you can use DL first keyword, your dictionary, and the key which you want to delete. So in this case 3. So now the C string is got deleted, right? Or you can just pop the value with the value with the key. So in this case we want to remove this. Pop dictionary dot pop, and the dummy value is gone. So if you want to extract what are the keys available, like A, B, C, right? So you can do keys. If you want to get the values, you dot values is the function. If you want to see both in the pairs, like 2 to its A and its values, right? And the tuple, so you can do like that. So you can see it is a list of tuples. How do we update the dictionary? So to update the dictionary, there is a function called update. You the dictionary D1 dot update, and the D, I want to add one more, right? And E, two more elements. So D and E got added. Creating dictionary with sequence. So what here doing, we are using zip. Zip takes two sequence of one, in this case 0 to 3, and in the reverse 3 to 0, and it's going to make a tuple. And the dict is a keyword where how you use to create the dictionaries. So let's create the dictionary for the word actual dictionary. So these are the words available. So what we want to do, we want to create a dictionary and take this first word and append, means this will be the key and this will be the value. And if key is already available, it will the next word. So in this case, atom will be appended to this one, right? Like this. So what is we are doing here? We are calling each value. So in this list, word is coming with apple. Apple from A is extracted and put into letter, right? If letter is not there in the dictionary, means it's not there, currently it is empty, then it is going to update this with letter means A and the in its word, right? And if it is there, means if A is already available, it will just append the one more word. So that's how we create it, right? So in this case, we have added more. We are creating using the set default function, which is available in the baseline itself. So what you can use the dictionary dot set default, the letter, and it will create the first empty list and then keep appending the values. There is one more there is a actual from in the collection library there is a method called default text which do the same thing with less lines, right? So it will give the same result. It will just use the default dictionary as the functions available. Now, why this is so keys in the dictionary need to be immutable means hashability. So as you can see, what we are using here, A, B, C, S, C, S, O, P, all are the keys which are immutable. Means you cannot update this on, right? So how do you identify those? So let's see whether we can use string, right? Hash, it has a hash value. Tuple, yes. List, no. Unhashable type list. So list you cannot use as the key in the dictionary. So one way to do that, if you want to use the list, you can convert into tuple, and tuple again can be is a hashable and can be used as a keys in the dictionary. What are sets? So set is the unordered collection of a unique element. So let's say there are 1, 1, 2, 3. So in this case, the output, the set is the 1, 2, 3 is the set of the values. So how to create a set? So use a keyword set, and in this case, it will just remove the duplicate. So in this case, 1, 2, 3 should be the answer, right? Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 unique values. So there are many operations like in the SQL you can use a like union. What will do union will remove the duplicates and give the all values in A and B. So let me run this and see. So A dot union B, which means give the unique values in the boss set. So 4, 5, 3, 4 is the duplicate, right? So it will not repeat it. Intersection means it will only give which are matching values. So what are the matching value? 3, 4, 5, right? These are the three matching values here. Difference, what is the difference in this? So it is 1 and 2 because these 3, 4, 5 and in the A 1 and 2 is also not available. A is difference how? So 1 and 2 is not available. So if you do B difference A, then you will get 7 and 8. A is a subset of B, false. Let's create a new and if we see C is a subset of A, it gives true. So that's the major part of set. So to summarize it, we have seen the major data structure which are available in the Python. First, we have seen what is tuples, right? Mutable, immutable with the normal brackets, list, mutable with square brackets, dictionary, mutable with curly braces, sets, which belongs to the unique values in it, and you can do more of SQL like functions operations using the set. Yep, more in the next video.